Jake, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Glad you could meet with us today. Looking forward to going over some stuff. Here's my business card if you need anything afterwards. Is it okay if I take some notes today?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Great. And then I had emailed you the agenda, but I have an extra copy for you here in case you need that. And we have 20 minutes for the appointment today. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
20 minutes.
Perfect. And is there anybody else that you think might need to be in this meeting?
No, just us.
Great. Perfect. So going over the agenda first, I'm going to ask you a couple questions, make sure we're on the same page as far as where your company stands and where you guys would like to go. And then also I'll take you through some of the problems that you guys have been having, and I might have a few questions for you there as well. And then afterwards I'll show you what a future might look like with Salesforce and how we can help you guys. So all that sound great?
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool, perfect. So I guess the first question that I have for you is, I want to make sure that in 2017 you guys did 48.6 million, is that correct?
Yeah, that's the figure's correct.
Okay, great. And that was up 3.5% from last year's number.
Yes, correct.
Cool. You guys currently have four locations: Augusta, Nashville, Jacksonville, and then your headquarters in Duluth.
Yes.
Okay. And so, not including the president of your company, inside salespeople, your branch managers as well, you have 48 of those employees right now?
Yeah, 48 in total.
Okay, great. And then, as far as the maintenance crew goes, you have 77, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so that brings you to a total of 125 people that might be needing a CRM system.
Yeah, all in total 125 people.
Okay, great. And then I see that you have 286 clients as of right now. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. So from here, now that we've confirmed all that, I'd like to take a look at some of the issues that you had mentioned to me that you were having, and some things that you would like to solve. The first being your sales tracking system. Obviously, you guys have a large client base, and things are getting complex, and as your business grows, you need something to better maintain your system and everything that goes with that. So can you tell me a little bit about your sales tracking system right now?
Yeah, so right now we're using Excel, and it's pretty inefficient for everyone within the company because each time we have to go into Excel and manually, individually put it in, whereas we're looking for something that can streamline it. We all have one account where there's one thing that updates instantly, say if any of our employees have to go in there and track the sale.
Right, and are they having to use Excel out in the field on their mobile devices? Are they able to do that?
See, that's another issue within our company. Sometimes they're able to if they have access to an iPad or something, but that's not always the case, and then they have to wait until they get back to the headquarters, wherever they're at, to log it in.
Right, so I can see how that can take a lot of hours out of your salesman's time and doing that and not being able to completely get everything done while they're out in the field and having to wait to get home. So I think we discussed that each of your salesmen is worth about $20 an hour to you guys, is that correct?
Yeah, about $20.
So I think based on kind of the numbers that we've gone over and described, that your salespeople are losing about 10 hours per month. So with the $20 an hour times 10 hours a month, you're looking at $200 times the 12-month full year, $2,400, and then you have 125 people using or potentially using a CRM system, and so that accounts for about $300,000 a year that we believe your current system is costing you. And by your current system, I mean using Excel. You don't have your own CRM just yet, and so that's your sales tracking. And I can understand how that can be a big negative in your company. So I'd like to look at client profiling. As we confirmed earlier, you have 286 clients, and what currently are you using for your client profiling?
So currently, each individual, each individual client will have their own profile, and they're all accessed within like their folder instead of all together in one central location. And so say one of our employees needs to update our employees can pull out their phone or whatever device they have and update the client profile in real time. So say another employee or another client needs or management needs to look at it, they can pull it out on any device and have all the information right there.
Okay. Yeah, so it seems like while that might be effective to some extent, it seems like it's a lengthy process nonetheless.
Yeah.
And that's something that we would like to streamline for you. And I'd like to first look at some of those numbers that system might be costing you right now. So again, with the $20 an hour, it looks like about 5 hours a month are going towards the input system that you guys currently have in place and the manual system. And so that brings you about $100 a month times 12 months, $1,200 a year per salesperson or anybody who might be using it, whether that's the maintenance crew as well, as they interact with your customers. So that brings us to a total of $150,000 a year, just based off your current client profiling system. And so when you look at those two, you've got the $300,000 for sales tracking, $150,000 for client profiling. I'd like you to just keep those numbers in mind as we move forward. To the last thing, which is order to delivery tracking. And so I know we had discussed that your order to delivery tracking is a lengthy process, and for the most part, with sending people, your maintenance crew out to clean the windows, and whether it be inside or out, you do have a lot of different things going on there. It's very complex. And so when we looked at the $20 per hour, and in speaking with some people in your company, it looks like it's taking about 8 hours out of each month per employee, and that's just on a basis of whether that's the maintenance crew or whether that's your salesmen or your branch managers. That's just an overall number, an average number between all those different people. And so that brings you to about $166 a month per salesperson, about $2,000 a year, and times the 125 people that you have currently working brings you to $250,000. So clearly these are some large numbers that we would like to alleviate some pain on, and in total, when you add all those up, it's $700,000. And these are numbers that we've gathered from your employees and some industry data as well. So does all that make sense to you?
Yeah, it all makes sense.
Okay, great. Well, I'd like to show you some of the benefits that Salesforce can provide. Here on my computer, I'll pull this up. It's loaded. So this is our sales tracking system, and this was one of the first things that we had discovered might be an issue, somewhat of an issue for you guys. And so as you can see here, in this example, there's 140 active users. For you, that would be your 125. And we have graphs here for each of your different divisions that you have. I know you have 4, as well as each of your salesmen in particular. With your maintenance crew being able to access this as well, this will help them to know what jobs they have coming up and really give you an overall view of your company, of where you are, your statistics, your data, and where you're going. Does all that make sense, or do you have any questions?
Yeah, that all makes sense. Looking at it, looks like good information.
Great. So we'll move on to the client profiling. Client profiling is one of the best things about Salesforce. It's updated automatically. We customize it to your accounts and what you need. And so here you can see the location. We've got the address. We have all the points of contact and their title with their contact information. And this is something that will save you guys a lot of time. And as well, you have the access to the website if there's any other questions that you need. Does all this make sense, or do you have any questions about the client profiling?
No, all makes sense.
Okay. And so I do want to mention, if there's ever any issues, we do have a 24-hour IT support team. For anybody who might be out in the field and needing to check this and this doesn't work, they can always give us a call, and we'll be able to solve any of those issues, hopefully in a timely manner. And so lastly, we'll look at your order to delivery tracking. So within your company and the materials that you guys need to work on each building, and the complexity of each job that you guys have and the differences of each job, then this will come in great really come in handy for you guys. And so what you can see here is each of your customers, you'll be able to send them a link that they'll be able to pull up, and they'll be able to see from when the job was ordered to when they'll be coming out, and whether they'll need certain products at a certain time, depending on how long the job might take. This is something that can be fully customized to your company, to your customer, and these are certainly examples, but any wording or phrasing that you might need in there, we'll be able to do that for you as well.
Okay, sounds good.
Does all this make sense to you, and have I clearly explained it?
Yeah, I see all the information on there. I can see how it's much more streamlined with each step of the process listed right there, easily to be able to look at for any employee.
Great. Do you have any other questions for me as far as Salesforce goes, or?
No, after going over the numbers and looking at Salesforce, I think I have a good understanding of what you guys have to offer for our company.
Cool. Well, I'd love to talk some pricing with you real quick. So for Salesforce, with a company of your size, we're going to have a $15,000 fixed rate.
Okay.
And that fixed rate is going to be to customize the process for your company and everything like that. So we do have a fee for each person per month. That fee is $225. You can see here, 12 months as we've got here, and then we've discussed 125 people is the number you would be needing. And we'll be able to add or subtract people based on what you feel. That number comes out to $337,000, $500, and with the fixed rate, it's going to bring you right around $350,000. Exactly, it'll be $352,000, $500, and so that's what we're looking at for pricing. And if you're ready to commit today, I think this would be I think Salesforce would be a great asset to your company as you look to grow and move forward.
Yeah, if you're looking at the numbers, what you presented me, what we're losing right now, and what this costs, I think it's a no-brainer for our company to go with y'all.
Awesome. Well, here's the contract. I'll have you sign this, and we'll get the other official paperwork figured out at a later date.
All right.
Great.
Thank you.